Okay, so Maverick is kinda doo-doo. For some reason right now, I really just want to hate on a coaster. I'm not sure why, but sometimes we just have those days. Gotta beat the Hyperia like to dislike ratio, So I decided to talk about a park that I haven't been to in 2 years. But wait, it's been 2 years since I went to Cedar Point? I'm going a little bit insane. Now, if I ever actually go back to Cedar Point, somehow, Maverick is not going to be very high on my to-do list. And neither is Magnum, but that's a video for another day. The reason I don't really like Maverick is because these restraints are terrible. And what hurts me even more is that this layout is actually really good. I mean, the first drop is elite. The S-spins would be elite if you weren't getting flung around like a ragdoll into your restraint, and this airtime hill is probably my favorite in the park. But the giant metal bar just digs onto your thighs the whole time. Oh, and not to mention that that's just the first half of the layout. We still got all of this, and that starts with the launch. Now, because it's just a straight track with a lot of speed, the launch is easily my favorite part of the ride, but then you go into another transition, and for reasons I explained earlier, it's not fun. After that, you go up and around where the original barrel roll was. Now, unlike most people, I am very thankful that Cedar Point took this out, because to be honest, if your head hit the restraint during this, it might not be connected with the rest of your body by the end of the ride. But after that, you go into back-to-back stangle dives, which are by far my least favorite parts of this ride, because at this point, you're stapled, and the ride just decides to fling your neck back into that restraint 2 more times before you hit the brakes. Okay, but what even is this restraint I'm talking about? Well, it consists of a large metal bar that sits across your lap and 2 comfort collars that are placed just over your shoulders. They look like they have padding, but from my experience, they most certainly do not. And the scary thing is that these used to be hard plastic, so I can only imagine what this must have felt like. But I have to get something straight. This ride has so much potential. If Cedar Point could find a way to fix the restraints, then I think it would honestly be the best coaster in the park, and if not the world. But considering that coasters are made for enjoyment, and I honestly just can't enjoy this coaster at the moment, I gotta give it a 6 out of 10, as it does have a great drop and a launch, but the rest of the ride is just really kinda bad.